Hello and welcome back to another episode of Typing Teas. It's been a while since we typed a tea together, but I'm certainly glad to be back enjoying this tea-rific pastime with you. I'd just like to give a shout out to all those who were able to multitask in my last video, in which I asked you to type both the tea at hand and my housemate in the background. I was pretty impressed with you all. Okay, that's enough puns. Time to move along. Today, we're going to be typing our first ever green tea, Sencha. The describing words that we're working with today are delicate, sweet, smooth, and grassy. I've chosen not to assess this tea based on the words beautiful and classic because I think that these words can apply to any type. I'd like to invite you all to take a moment to pause this video, note those adjectives, and make your guess in the comments below as to which type you think best fits this tea. At the end of this video, we'll see if we reached the same conclusion. Now, the first adjective that we're going to work with today is sweet. Now, in a previous video, I typed the ESTP as a tea which had the word sweet in its description, and that was apparently controversial. I stand by my typing of the Go-Go-Goa tea, but because I value your voices, and also because I don't mind being inconsistent, I'm going to eliminate all of our tea types, or our thinker types. I'm sure I don't need to affirm all of you thinkers, but for what it's worth, I think that you definitely can be sweet. Except if you're an ENTP. Just kidding, ahahaha. The next word that we're going to look at is delicate. Now, I'm going to associate this word with the introverted feeling function rather than the extroverted feeling function. This is because the FI users are focused very much on themselves, or selves in general, and their own deep personal emotions and values, rather than our FE users who, running with an external function, are more focused on others. FI users are therefore more likely to be delicate because any invalidation or conflict with their own personal values or emotions would likely cause them pain or discomfort. Yes, we love to make generalizations on this show. So for this reason, I'm getting rid of our extroverted feelers. Next, we're going to look at the adjective smooth. Now, to me, this word implies that with this type, you're less likely to encounter hiccups, rough spots, friction, or loud bursts of energy in an interaction with them. So for this reason, I'm getting rid of our extroverts. So what we're left with now is our ISFP and our INFP, our two introverted feeling dominant types. To officially type this tea, we're going to look at our final adjective, which is grassy. This word gives us all the information that we need to know. The term grassy is a sensory word in that it appeals to the five senses. To me, this word brings to mind the feeling of grass in between one's fingers, the smell of a freshly mowed lawn, and the warmth of the sun beating down on one's face. You guessed it, folks. This is an extroverted sensing word, which means that I'm going to have to type Sencha as the ISFP. I'm sure that verdict came as no surprise to some of you, as you would have already known that I typed the INFP as my favorite tea, French Earl Grey. Speaking of previous videos, we have officially typed half of the 16 personalities on this channel. If you've watched all of these videos, or some of them, thank you for sticking with me thus far. If you'd like to watch more of these videos, I'll insert one of those banner thingies up here or up here. I'm not really sure what side of the screen it's going to appear on. And you can watch the whole series. Now, you might note that we've typed shockingly few tea types on this channel. That is, thinker types. That's because most tea descriptions these days are super floral and emotive, and most people don't like to associate tea types with any kind of emotion. Nevertheless, on this channel, we will persevere until we find the perfect tea for each of the 16 personality types. So, did we reach the same conclusion with Sencha? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching another episode of Typing Teas. As an extroverted sensor, I hope that this video Sencha outside to go bask in the sun and the grass. Good night. Why the heck does my camera keep moving over? Is there a camera ghost? Okay, I feel like there's a pun in here. Sencha. I'm sure glad that the YouTube algorithm sent ya to this video. I'm glad I find myself funny.